Welcome to the Rippin podcast. I'm TK.
I'm Brody.
I'm Brady.
Make sure to check out our socials, Instagram and TikTok. The @ is Rippin Global.
Yep.
Brody's gonna do a line of pre-workout. He's gonna snort it. So let's get right into it.
Move it so they can see.
Take 2.
Yep. We've already done this before, but Brody is being a little baby.
Let's go, man. Do it. And go fast. Get a few.
You missed like half of it though.
I'm gonna do the rest of my other nostril.
Okay.
Why does he like almost puke every time?
I don't know. Bless you.
Nice.
I could like smell it every time you breathe.
This is such a good idea, Brody.
Okay, hurry and finish it. And
You
let's,
look pissed,
let's
Tyler.
move on. Okay,
Stop crying and do the freaking pre-workout.
You guys can't start a game. These two have been fighting, going back and forth all night. You missed.
Dude, no, I didn't. That's just the
You're
that's just the
still
residue.
lying.
Okay, wipe it off. You okay?
Yeah, bro. Here you go.
Idiot, man.
Alright.
Well, so we picked a name for our little fish.
Chaz.
Why are you looking at me?
Can you
like
get it
that?
together before we
Yes,
start?
I'm together. Okay.
Let's move on.
You have tears running out of your eyes.
Dude, get it going.
Wipe your face. Get ready.
This is a
They're not.
business. Brody, this is a business.
In terms of joy. Alright, let's go.
Okay, we picked a name for our fish. It's going to be Chaz in honor of Chaz Beckstead. Yeah.
Good friend of ours.
Who's Chaz Beckstead?
Chaz Beckstead was our athletic trainer at our school, and he decided to move on to bigger, better things.
Yeah? On to bigger pastures?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we got Chaz now.
Yep. So we have some questions like last time. We're gonna go a little more in depth on the questions than we did in the last podcast. But yeah, these are some good questions, and make sure like for our next podcast, like we'll put it up on our story on Instagram. Make sure to give us some questions and stuff like that for us to answer. Make sure to get some Absolute Kirkland sports drinks. Go to their website, use our promo code RIPPINLIPGLOBAL.
Rippin Lip Global, 15% off.
Yep.
That was a... Sorry about that, guys.
Anyways, yeah, so make sure to go to our stories. We'll probably have them like once a week or something like that for you guys to ask us, and we'll answer them on the podcast. There's been some questions that we cannot answer because of
Inappropriate comments.
yeah.
I mean, it just isn't funny, you know? Just grow up, you know?
Who would you be referring to? When?
Anyone out there who makes jokes about genitalia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We only had one comment about genitalia, though.
We actually had a couple.
One. Yeah.
If you cared about the company, you would know that.
Who
Anyways,
did they come from?
I don't think it's appropriate to name their names.
Yeah, I don't think they would like to be put on the podcast in that type of light, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get started with the questions, you know? First
Right
question. Thoughts on the student section? Chaos, as they
Why
say.
don't you start this one?
You know, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to clear my sinuses. I think I think you should start. I'm okay yet.
Well, I want to go last. I have an interesting view on that.
Okay,
Alright,
I'll
let's hear
start.
it,
I'll start.
Let's hear it, Brady.
Student section. I think we have a really good student section. For the most part, it's very big. Like our homecoming, it filled up like 2 sections of our stands, and those are like pretty big. That's like a couple hundred people each section. So we have a lot of people. They're always loud. Sometimes they do the wrong chants at the wrong time, so they're a little inappropriate, and it definitely made me mad.
Are you referring to the leader of the student section that does those? Or?
Well, I mean, the leader has his followers, and almost everyone in the student section was chanting it, so it's not like his fault. Everyone else was doing it, so I think it was a little inappropriate to be chanting, "I believe that we will win," when we're down 46-0 when they're scoring. You know what I mean?
I agree,
It's a little
yeah.
inappropriate. It definitely hurts us as players, you know, that they're kind of like mocking us, clowning on us a little bit.
Yeah.
It hurts, but we get over it.
And I think we deserve part of it.
Especially when it's not
Oh, yeah,
physically
absolutely.
possible to
But,
win that game.
No, yeah.
Like I don't think you can score more than 46 points in 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
But yeah, like maybe we deserved it, but like at the same time, it gets sick. Like we're over it. Like after you guys doing it like every couple weeks, it's like, come on, we've heard that one before.
Yeah, I agree. I love the student section. You know, they get lit, they get loud.
Oh yeah.
I agree with the part. You know, sometimes they have some odd chants and inappropriate times.
Mm-hmm.
But something else that I really dislike is when people like take the student section on as a personality trait for themselves, you know.
Okay.
I'm on the front row of the student section, you know. It feels as if they haven't accomplished anything else
in their lives besides being in the student section.
Besides sitting at the games and cheering for the people on the field. Now, we went 0-9 and pretty much lost by 50 points every game. So I don't think we have any room to talk that we've done anything in life. But I also think,
I think
for a person to ask that question, what do you think about the student section? It kind of makes it seem like they're proud of being in the student section. You know what I mean?
Would you say that you haven't accomplished?
It's not like you guys are going out there 2-3 hours every day after school.
Yeah.
Practicing.
Would you say that just because we went 0-9, you've never accomplished anything in your life?
No, I wouldn't say that, but I would say some people would say, well, you went 0-9. What do you know about accomplishing anything?
I just don't think it's that.
Yeah, but that's just my take on it. When people are proud to be, let's say, leader of the student section, I think they've hit rock bottom.
I think it's fun. I think
it's totally fun.
But I think for that
it is fun. Like you'll catch me like cheering at basketball.
No, yeah. But like I think for that to be like your title.
Exactly. To be like, I run the student section.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I mean, congrats, but
because that's like for 1 year of your life, and like that's sort of the name you've made for yourself. I think I don't think that they're such a bad person. I think they could probably find something else that they could.
I agree.
Succeed at.
I just think it was a bad. I don't even know where I was going with that. Sorry.
Hey, but the student section is dope. You know, they get pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. It's loud.
Like,
it gets me hyped. I always appreciated the chanting the names and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Got me going a little bit sometimes.
Of course.
Hearing my name with the student section.
It's just the people that take it on as a personality trait.
Yeah, it's just
that's when it becomes a little.
It's almost, to me, it's like, really? Like, how do you just settle for that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on the student section.
But who knows? We haven't done it. We don't know how it is. I don't know.
Yeah. What's the next question?
Next question is our thoughts on the Travis Scott concert. So for those
Sounded
of you,
like a blast.
For those of you who don't know, it was at some it was like a festival or something like that. I'm not like very informed on what happened, but all I know is like it was like huge crowds. People were like pushing over the gates to get through, like just to start, and then like there was like people there was like mosh pits and stuff like that, and like people got like trampled, and like a lot of people got hurt. Did anyone die?
Yeah, like 10 people.
I thought it was only like one person, but like a lot of people got like severely injured.
There was also some going around where a guy was injecting people with.
Yeah, someone had some needles, like he was jabbing like fentanyl into people's necks and stuff. Yeah, but you know, it's a Travis Scott concert,
So that's exactly what my following question is would you guys say that it's Travis Scott's fault?
I don't think so.
Like, do you think he encourages violence in his viewers to lead to?
Because he's had multiple concerts before and nothing really happened like that. So
I've never had a concert that big though.
I mean, what can the guy do?
I think it's a big concert.
I feel like he's had bigger. That's just like a festival. I feel like on tour, I bet he sold out like a stadium, something like that. You know what I mean?
50,000 people there though.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like a great time to me. Sounded like it would be fun.
Unless you were one of the people that died.
Well, yeah, I don't want.
Okay, so 8 people.
It
said 8 people died at Travis Scott's National World Festival, and hundreds more were injured.
But like, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah, and there was like videos that I saw of him stopping when he saw somebody get hurt.
Oh, really?
Like he stopped it, yeah. And people don't really talk about that as much.
Exactly, that's crazy.
They like to highlight the bad stuff more
Yeah.
than the.
So you guys would say that Travis Scott had no part in the play of people dying at his concert?
Well, like, I don't think he really noticed a lot of it. And there was the video of him when he's singing, and there's paramedics trying to, like,
He was. Everyone in the
Resuscitate,
back,
like, a
turn
person.
up. Ambulance.
yeah. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
You know,
sad,
you,
yeah.
you
It's
never
awful.
really know the true side of his story, what really happened, his point of view. I don't know. Like, maybe, I mean, you're thinking about a lot of stuff, I bet, when you're on that stage.
For sure.
I bet there's a lot of things you're noticing and stuff that maybe you missed. But I don't know. I heard he's being sued by a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
So, like, do you think he could have at least, like, hired security, or people were just gonna plow the gates over?
Well, I'm sure there was security.
There was- yeah,
Was
there
there
was
not?
security.
Just a lack of security, though.
Well, is that his fault or is that the venue's fault?
Yeah, I don't think that's his fault.
True.
He's not
Do
in
you
charge
think
of all
Travis
that.
Scott calls like 50 bodyguards?
No, but he does, like, call the venue, see how the venue's going.
He
and
doesn't.
running, and
He doesn't. His manager probably does, or something like that. His
It's probably
tour
also
manager
true.
or something like that. I don't think
Could
it's
be the case,
specifically
could be
his
the
fault.
case.
Maybe like his team's fault and the people they were working with.
Yeah.
But specifically Travis Scott, I think he was kind of out of his hands. And like when you're a celebrity like that, you don't really have
Yeah.
control of like that kind of stuff, I'd say.
For
But like,
sure.
just think about like I think it was in France when like Ariana Grande had like bombings or something like that.
Yeah.
Nobody was blaming that on her.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's unrelated because there could have just been. Were they, like, under the ground? What was the situation with that? Do you guys know?
What do you
I
mean?
think
With
it was just
Ariana Grande?
it was just a concert and it was like a terrorist thing.
Oh.
But like, that's completely out of her control.
Mm.
But at the same time, with Travis Scott, I know it's like different. It wasn't like a terrorist attack or anything like that. But it was the people there that were doing that stuff.
I know.
Travis Scott, he couldn't have really done anything to keep that from happening.
So
I
you,
don't know.
but you don't think he encourages violence?
No.
Really?
But yeah, like I don't hate the guy, but at the same time, like if I see sicko mode on your phone, I'm gonna look at you differently now. You know?
I don't have.
Like I'm not gonna be boys with you.
I don't have sicko
Yeah.
mode on my phone. I'm being honest.
I'm just saying. I feel
Or
like.
like butterfly effect, like we're not friends anymore. You know?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
You really don't like Travis Scott?
Yeah, I don't like him at all.
You don't like any of his music?
Not after what he did.
Dude. come
What?
on. What did he do?
He killed 8 people.
Shut up, bro.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even go as far as to say he killed 8 people.
No, like-
That's a stretch. But like,
I
think he definitely
mean,
had a part
he
to play.
probably encouraged people to get turned up, maybe start a couple mosh pits.
Yeah, of course.
But he didn't want anyone
What's
to
new?
die.
That's
Why,
every concert.
yeah, why would you
But
want...
so, do you think the same thing would happen at a Drake concert? No.
yeah.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
wouldn't.
I
don't think it would.
guarantee that could happen.
It could, but it won't. I don't think it would.
It could have happened to anyone, though, that's the thing.
But I think there's a reason it happened to Travis Scott, and that's because
Why?
it's like, you know how Travis Scott fans are, man. It's like, get turned, let's go, and then they run over a fence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time,
And
he's
then
not
people die.
encouraging people to run around with needles and stick them in people's necks, you know?
That's true. I think that is a completely different part of the story. I'm just talking about the people that got trampled.
Yeah, that, but like, at the same time...
You can't hang, you know?
But like, he probably can't see the people that are underneath. You know what I'm saying?
It would
You can't
just
see people get trampled.
it would just suck to pay $500 to basically die.
Yeah, that would suck.
like,
Thank you.
like that's what it would be like. I think
Gosh.
so. I concert.
That's 100% correct. I agree with you on that. We can all agree and end
I
on
mean,
that note.
honestly, like, at that point, might as well spend all your money. Because you're not going to spend it again.
True.
Next question.
Alrighty.
Stupid way to end that question. Thanks, Brody.
Well, it's what Brody does best.
Anyways, we're looking for a new co-host. Applications, hit us up. Yeah.
This guy's always pulling up late and stuff. Like,
Dude, you were late today.
Brody was on time. We're kidding. We like Brody, but sometimes he just says some outrageous things.
what's the next question?
Thoughts on politics?
Alright.
We can't really dive too
Come
deep
on.
on that. We don't want to. We don't want to make our podcast like a one-sided thing, you know.
So Tyler, I hear you're
I mean, I'm openly conservative. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
What, Brady?
I don't know
Here's-
very
here's-
much about
here's-
politics,
yeah.
but
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I listen to the majority of them are maybe conservative, but I do listen to like liberal podcasts. Just so
Really?
I do. So I'm like open to both sides. So I hear both sides of the story because I don't want to be like arrogant and just think of one side and just that side's correct. I like to expand my horizons and have my own opinion and not just listen to people and like take on their opinion. You know
I
what mean?
definitely think in politics, there's two sides to the story, and both of them are super stretched for each side.
Mhm.
So somewhere in the middle, there's the true story. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both sides definitely like
Especially with
exaggerate
the
a lot
media.
of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
media.
The media, CNN, you know.
But like even like me personally, there's like some stuff that I've like heard of, and I have some like liberal standpoints in like politics, but the majority I think are conservative.
Yeah.
Like I'm with like guns and stuff like that. Like, but like maybe we should control it a little more.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe like because like a lot of people can, from what I've heard, like I don't think any of us are well educated on this stuff, but like from what I've heard and listened to, like there's a lot of people that like they could just walk in and buy a gun. And no, I don't think there's
I
like
could now.
I don't think you could, and I don't think there's like a background check or anything like that. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think it varies state to state, but I agree. I'm pro gun, but not pro make them easy to get. You know.
Yeah, and a lot. I think one thing I'm with is like a lot of people blame the guns for people killing and stuff,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's the person that killed. not the
100%.
gun. They could have done the same thing with a pitchfork or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
So you would say that it needs to be more restricted.
yeah, maybe a background check, maybe a little harder to buy a gun.
Yeah, I'm not well versed in what it takes to buy a gun. I'm not 18 years old, but so I don't know if it is hard or easy. But
Well, what I've heard is like the main thing that people don't like is they like conservatives think it should be easier to get guns because it doesn't matter to criminals at all because they'll find a way to get a gun either way.
You can
Which
literally buy a strap.
I do and I don't agree with because it makes sense that they're gonna get a gun either way.
Mm-hmm.
But by making those laws that make it harder to get, it also creates laws that make it more punishable if you do have a gun when you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I
So
feel
it's not always about preventing access to the guns, but more of what happens when you get caught with it and you're not supposed to have it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think like a lot of criminals, I like just thinking about it. I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't think they would actually like go to the store and buy a gun. I think that would like kind of make them exposed a little bit. So I feel like the majority of like the criminals that get guns is probably like under the radar, like black market type stuff.
100%, yeah.
Because a lot of the guns that they use, they're like illegal and they're imported from other countries and stuff like that.
Or stolen.
Yeah, exactly. So
Stolen is
I don't.
So are you guys familiar with is it Kyle Reddingham story?
Kyle Whittingham?
No, I think it's Reddingham.
No, I
Who's
know,
that?
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know like what story you're talking
What
about.
happened?
So as far as I know, this guy during the riots, he brought an AR-15. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah.
brought an
No,
AR.
I was
Explain
talking about
it,
this last
explain
time.
So he brought an AR-15 to the riots, and a bunch of people attacked him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the reason was behind that. I have no clue. But
Well-
he shot and killed like 5 people.
He did?
So
And he has like some of the best lawyers defending him in the country right now.
What?
And
So what I
wow.
heard is
Never
that I could be wrong, but I think that he was there because of like the lack of like security or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And then like so he was sort of like defending himself. He wasn't there to like shoot anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
But what I heard is like people were attacking him. Somebody there was like a girl that like whacked him behind the head with like a 2x4 or something like that. I don't know. And then like he shot her, and then a guy pulled out a gun on him and he shot them. So in a way, it's kind of self-defense, but also I think I don't know the whole story, but maybe he like went about it the wrong
Like
way.
the boys get fired up for Trump, but you don't pull up with an AR-15.
I think
Yeah.
regardless, it was self-defense, but it's more the question of why do you have a
Why
fully
was he
automatic
there?
assault rifle?
Yeah. What was the purpose of that? I don't know. But like, yeah, we're not that educated on the
Yeah.
subject. But
Thank you for the question, though.
yeah, that was Ian Silva. Thank you, Ian. Okay, so our next question is what are our plans after high school?
You want to get started off with this one, Tyler?
Yeah, I plan on serving a mission after high school. After that, I'm not sure. Possibly college. I'm just not sure what I really want to do yet. So,
Yeah. I'm
That's
kind of
my
the same
plan
way.
so
It just
far.
depends on how everything else kind of pans out and stuff like that. And maybe I don't know. Maybe we start up something is like successful for
Get a
us.
company going. I would love that.
Yeah, I don't want to be somebody's like.
Yeah.
I don't want. I don't know how to word that. But I want to be somebody's boss. I want to have my own business. I don't want to be working under somebody.
I agree 100%. It's like, I don't know. I have so many things I would love to do, and I know a lot of things I don't like to do, but it's just like, it's hard to just pick one thing, you know?
Yeah.
I would love to start a company, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's just like what's right for us and what we like and what we would be good at.
So you would say, so you're definitely going on a mission, is that correct?
Yeah.
But you don't know exactly what would take you, what your path would be after high school?
I think I'm definitely gonna go to college for a little bit and get my associates, maybe more, because I'm very close to getting it. I have all my credits except for anthropology and college PE class.
Wow.
So I just gotta go there and I'll be.
That's awesome.
I could have gotten it in high school. I graduated with it, but I didn't know that I had an option to do those like online classes or stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I'm gonna try to get that. Maybe work on like a degree for like sports med stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
You're still, or you're only a junior, so.
That's correct.
What do you
So
plan?
I still have a couple years until I have to decide exactly what it is I'm going to do. But like Brady said, I think one of the worst things in life is, well, I don't want to put this rudely, but like, I just don't want to work for someone else.
Yeah.
I don't want someone bossing me around, telling me what and what I can't do. And so I think it's best for the people that do think they can be future entrepreneurs to work their hardest and pursue their dreams. And I think I want to take that path, and so I don't have to do that.
That's awesome. And you're off to a great start with your kombucha company.
Yeah.
So
hopefully the boys want to come on sometime soon.
the Wonderkins are definitely going to make an appearance
They
pretty
will.
soon here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. One thing, like an ideal thing, like I would want to be like an entertainer
Yeah, for sure.
and like have my own brand and stuff like that. And I think that's like a lot of teenagers like.
I would say we're pursuing that right now, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like whether it's, I don't know, like what kind of entertainment yet.
Yeah.
But I would like to do something like that because like ideally I would want to just be famous and have my own have a podcast, you know, keep this thing going.
Be Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Interviewing like other famous people and stuff like that. I would love that. And like, I don't know.
The thing with like entertainers is it's almost like they do whatever they want or they do what looks fun to them and then just document it.
Yeah.
And like, how much better does life get than that? You know, you literally do whatever you want and you have a career out of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm interested in that.
Yeah, and
that
like
stuff.
I could go without being famous. It's just like getting
Yeah.
that money and stuff like that. It's like it's kind of hard to do without being famous.
Yeah.
Without having all those viewers and stuff like that. So that's why like I want to be famous. I don't want to say in like an arrogant way or anything like that, but like that's the only way we'd really like get money and stuff like that. Because like I'd love to just be under the radar and like do whatever I want.
I think the hardest part is we're growing up in a generation where a lot of, like, especially with like TikTok, where a lot of people are pursuing fields that they want to be their own boss.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very
we just got to be authentic and easy to watch and easily accessible and stuff like that.
Chasing our dreams, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. So what's next?
I mean, this sort of ties into what we were asked before, but Chaz asked us, what do you want to be when you grow up?
This Chaz?
Our fish Chaz. No, baby.
Chaz Beckstead.
Yeah.
I have so many different views on this. Like, I'm interested in so many different things, but ideally, my dream career would literally be traveling the world, experiencing like fun stuff, and documenting it. Like, that just seems so.
I
dope
mean,
to me.
ideally, for me, if I had the perfect body and stuff like that, I want to go in like the NFL or something like that. You know what I mean? I would love that.
Yeah.
But I don't have the body. I didn't have the high school experience to get me to the next level.
Yeah.
But
I think that
That's
question.
ideally, but
Yeah, I think that question is very subjective because a lot of people don't know what they want to be at. Like we said, I think we all agree we want to be entrepreneurs or our own bosses of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you could do something, like you could think that you want to do something your whole life, but then when you do it, you realize that's like not what you want to do.
Dude, that's like my worst nightmare.
That's
That's
the
like
worst
I've
part.
heard
That's
of a
the
lot of
worst
people that have done that. Like I was listening to something like recently, and they said they wanted to be like an aerospace engineer. They wanted to go to like space and stuff like that. But when they were doing the training and stuff for that, they said it was like too hard for them, and they just like lost their interest, and it wasn't fun for them. So they quit and started something else. You know.
That's the thing, bro. It's like it's scary to just pick one thing and then you don't really realize what comes with it until like you're in. And you can only the only way is diving right into it, you know. And so if you don't enjoy it, then like what do?
You just threw the past however long you spent.
If you go to school for it,
yeah.
all that money is
Throw all
gone.
that away.
Yeah, that's why
start-
I'm scared to go to college.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be switching on my majors every year. You know.
Yeah. Like, and a lot of people say they want to be an entrepreneur or they want to own a company, like we say, but you don't really know what that's like until you do it, you know?
Yeah.
And like, you look at Nelk, you look at all these YouTubers and it looks super easy, but behind the scenes, like, it's
grinding.
It's insanely
It's
hard.
grinding, yeah.
It's, if not as hard as a 9 to 5, harder.
Yeah. But like, I'm willing to put in like the work and grind all the time
Exactly.
as long as I'm happy and that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing something like that if I'm not happy and that's not like my goal or something.
And that's the thing, like when you choose something like that, you have to pick it for the right reasons. Like a lot of people just say they want to be famous.
Yeah.
Well, that's
They want
not going
the
to take
attention
you
or something
anywhere.
like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want the attention.
Precisely.
Yeah,
That's
I don't want to be famous for the attention. I want to be famous because the money comes with that.
Exactly.
And that sounds like kind of greedy, but I think with money helps me do what I want to do and what will make me happy. You know what I mean? Because like it kind of sucks. Like nowadays, like a lot of the stuff that makes you happy does cost money.
It's true. They say money can't buy happiness, but
I think it
poverty
does.
can't buy anything.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, there's like the emotional stuff that like maybe like a significant other and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
That will make you happy, but yeah, I think I think for the most part, like money.
At the end of the day, money can help you be happy.
Yeah, like do you want to be living in like a 1-bedroom apartment or do you want to be living on like a beach house? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think it's important to like find like positive, happy things within that. Like if you're in a 1-bedroom apartment, but at the same time, if you like buy a boat, it's gonna make you happy.
Yeah,
You take your family out on the boat, or
if you look like if you love fishing, you go on the boat and fish. If fishing is what makes you happy. There's things that you love, but some things have stuff that like cost money to get you to do that thing or experience that more. So yeah, life's crazy.
Thank you, Chaz.
Our economy is inflated. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Stuff
our
costs
economy
too
is
much. Gas sucks.
Why do you think gas costs so much right now?
I don't know if it's like
does this go back to the politics question or what?
A little bit.
maybe, but I don't know. Like, is it because like we're short on gas? Are we getting short? I have no
Beats
clue.
me.
I have no
So,
clue. All I know is since Biden got elected, it's kind of
Trump
Maybe,
called it too.
maybe that's just coincidence. I'm not sure. Didn't he shut down a pipeline?
no.
That's
So
something.
I actually listened about this yesterday. It was like, so it was a pipeline from Russia to Germany, and that like allowed Germany to use Russia's like get oil or whatever. And so Trump, he like declined it. He didn't pass it. But then as soon as Biden got elected, he let him do it and stuff like that. But yeah, and it was like this whole talk. I think it was Joe Rogan, and it was like a Democrat guy was on. I forgot it. It was like Kyle something. But yeah, they were talking about like how the media has been saying that Trump was like he was kind of a kiss-a, you know, to Putin. Is it Putin right now?
Yeah.
The Russia, yeah.
Yeah.
Vladimir.
So he was kind of like sucking up to Putin and stuff, and then all of a sudden Biden's like our president now. He's like the hero, and he's like standing up to him because I guess it was a video. You know how like you like the world like leaders and stuff like that, they'll shake and like look at the camera.
Yeah.
And then I guess like Biden kind of forgot about it, and he was still looking at Putin, and people got pictures of Putin looking away, but really he was looking at a camera. And then they said that like Putin was scared of Biden and he couldn't make eye contact with him, and like he's our hero, and like Biden's intimidating Putin and stuff like that. And then people were saying like Trump was always like scared of Putin and stuff like that, and he wouldn't stand up to Putin. When Trump he bombed Syria, which is a big ally with Russia.
Yeah.
He gave I forgot what country it was, but he supplied them with weapons. I think it was Mongolia or something like that. He supplied them with weapons. Who was like
He's just like that.
bad. He was bad. They were battling Russia, and he
beast.
shut that pipeline down, which would have been really good for Russia.
Dude, like he was the first president ever to go into North Korea.
Yeah.
Like that dude walked in and shook Kim Jong Un's hand. Like,
A couple of days
What a
ago
beast.
on the Joe Rogan podcast, they were talking about like handshakes for some reason, and they said the longest like handshake I think was it was 19 minutes, and
What?
I think they said it was Trump and
like literally shaking hands.
yeah,
Trump didn't want to let go.
I
Trump
don't
wanted to be the bigger
Trump
man.
was holding on for dear life.
okay, no, that's not it. It was like the longest handshake with like world leaders. You know what I mean?
That was just crazy, bro. Like,
So yeah, Trump.
Oh, he always has weird handshakes with other leaders.
Yes.
There's a whole compilation of it. Right on.
Yeah, I don't know who was the longest, but I know that like him and like Kim Jong Un's was like one of the longest ones. So that was a little off topic, but I just thought that was funny.
but yeah, that's crazy. Man.
Yeah, I don't know how people like they really believe that Biden is intimidating Putin.
Yeah, like Putin's a beast, man. Putin's a beast.
Yeah,
So
I
how
heard
do you
he
tell
has
me-
like a black belt in like.
Yeah. How you gonna tell me sleepy?
He actually
Joe?
does.
How you
Yeah.
gonna tell me this old man that barely knows how to run the U.S.
It's dementia, bro. Like all jokes aside, the guy literally has Alzheimer's.
He's not fit to run the country, and I think everyone, Democratic, Republican, liberal, conservative aside, can agree that he's a little too out of it
He
to
is.
be running the United States.
And people didn't even know. They voted for someone with dementia and had no idea.
Yep, and if he gets impeached, the vice
Okay.
president is going to be cornerstone.
So Vladimir Putin holds a 5th degree black belt in judo.
Yeah, so if you're
And
going
he-
to tell me the 5th degree black belt
He's
is
kind
going
of like ripped though. I think like he's kind of old, but like.
Are you going to look up Vladimir Putin's physique?
Should I? Is that kind of weird?
Vladimir Putin physique. Oh, yeah, nice.
You're
I mean-
weird, bro.
Oh, yeah, he's a.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's kind of built.
I mean, he's getting a little old, but like at the same time,
He's
they're
built like
thinking
a-
black belt.
He's built like a 60-year-old man, for sure.
Sure.
T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Not too shaggy.
But yeah, I don't know.
How did we get here?
Do we have
Trump
any?
and Biden.
I don't know.
Everyone has their opinions and they're entitled to
Yeah.
it. I don't really. I
I
have
mean-
my own opinion, but maybe I'm not educated on the subject. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't think we should be electing like a 70-something-year-old that has. Let's be honest, he has like dementia or something. He does, and he like it. It's weird because like you listen to like interviews with him, and then he's like, "I'm not." They told me I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
And like stuff like that. And then he gets mad at there's videos of him like yelling at interviews for asking certain
It's
questions.
just really like.
So, I don't know.
It's just
And, like,
sad to think the United States is such a superior country. I feel like,
yeah.
and then we, kind of tarnish its name when we hire someone such as Joe Biden into
Yeah.
office.
But the thing is, too, like, I don't hate anyone that supports Joe Biden, you know?
Yeah.
But there are so many Joe Biden supporters who, if you even just say you like Trump, they hate you.
They hate
Yeah,
you.
you're a racist.
They hate you.
And like
You're
this
racist,
day and
you're
age, bro,
sexist, you're...
it's like with everything, you have to be divided. You have to pick a side.
I don't know why we
If-
have to be like that.
If you are pro-vaccination and someone isn't vaccinated, you automatically hate them. Like, it's just so odd.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of conservatives that are like that too, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying politics in general is like, if you pick the wrong side, we can't be
You're-
friends.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And like, I'm not even like, yeah, I may prefer Trump over Biden, but I don't think he's like the best president possible. I don't like love him, you know.
Yeah,
He does do a lot of stupid stuff and say a lot of stupid stuff.
exactly.
But I'm just saying, I think he could have been a little bit.
And yeah, he's done some interesting things. He's but you know, Joe Biden, he's just not fit to run a country. Simple as that, I think.
I mean, we're 18. Like, what do we know? But
You guys can vote,
I can.
huh? Yeah, that's awesome. I'll be able to vote the next election.
I can in like 2 months. No. Yeah, 2 months next month. Because it's almost the end of this month, I guess. But, yeah.
So, what was the last question?
Okay. What was the best time of your life, and would you want to relive it? Thank you, Gavin Palmer, for submitting that question.
Oh, right
It
on.
was a good question.
I think everyone would want to relive the best time of their life.
See, I agree, but I disagree. Cause then if you're reliving that moment over and over, it's like then you don't have the memory of it. You can't reminisce on it and stuff like that.
And it becomes less special.
The more and more, yeah.
Well, if you get stuck in the past, you know, the future's never going to be as good.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the best time of your life?
That's hard for me. I can't pick a time.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like I'm so set on the future that it's like I can't pick one time.
I think I've definitely had good parts of my life and stuff like that, and like certain moments was like awesome, but I don't know. I don't think one really stands out right now.
There's not a couple of short time periods you guys could highlight?
I mean, because like when you think about it, like there's a lot of stuff that you really miss and that was really good, but in the moment you didn't realize how good it was. Like
That's how everything is.
like
Yeah.
elementary school, like looking back at it, I wish I could go back. Like that
It's
time was
easy.
so
It's so easy.
it was fun. It
Like-
wasn't stressful at all. Like you just sort of did what you want, I guess.
And you almost think like when that's all you had to worry about, you
Yeah.
could have been accomplishing so much more in the meantime.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
instead
you
of
don't
playing
want
like
that. I mean, man,
DS and stuff like that.
We're 10 years old, you know?
Yeah, but it's still crazy to think about.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a specific time in my life that like I'd relive, you know?
No?
Nah, the future's just too good, you know? And I feel like I haven't even experienced that much.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty young, you would say?
Oh, 100%. I have my whole life ahead of me, bro.
True. You are like a fourth of the way done? Fifth of the way done?
No.
What do you mean?
A fifth of the way done with my life.
That's like,
That's almost 100 years.
it should be like 92, I think. Is that, if my math is correct?
That's crazy. Yeah, I just think about the future, man. I rarely think about the past just because, I don't know. I have too many goals.
I think about the past a lot, but I don't really think it affects me. Like I don't let it affect me, but I still like to reminisce on like stuff that happened. But I don't know. That's just because I think a lot. You know what I mean?
I think I need to think about the past a lot less to push me forward in the future.
Yeah.
So you would say that your drive is a lot more increased when you don't think about the past?
Yeah, for sure. Just because it's like thinking about the past isn't going to get you anywhere.
True.
Like whether
Yeah.
good or bad. Now, sure, it may make you happy sometimes, and I'm not saying it's bad to look in the past, but like you just always got to keep looking forward.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you can like reflect off the past, but there's a point where you have to draw the line where you're just wasting your time thinking about something that's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
Like not to get too grand, but are you guys going to be playing football again? Are you guys ever going to step on a football field again?
No.
And that's sad. That's sad.
It is. But like if you live your whole life thinking,
I should have played another snap.
yeah, or I could have done this, could have done that.
Yeah,
You're never gonna go anywhere else. So
Yeah.
it's like
exactly.
set new ambitions and
Mm-hmm.
is it the most happiest time in your life?
And just what was the best time of your life, and would you want to relive?
So do you have a specific time?
Honestly, I feel like it was last year when we had all the quarantine stuff going on, right?
Quarantine was lit for me.
Like
was
it
good.
was
I had-
beautiful.
I had a good
Facts.
quarantine.
And I feel like, not to get too crazy
You
here, but I
getting
feel like,
emotional?
yeah, I feel like education can limit a lot of people from their bigger ambitions. For example, when me and Nick and Peyton were in quarantine, that's when we really kicked off our business, and that's when we were having business meetings every day, playing Xbox after, it was awesome. It was a great time.
Yeah.
I feel like I would relive that. I would, yeah.
I agree with that. I think education is necessary. Like, everyone needs it. Everyone needs to experience it. But at the same time, the school system is a little weird to me. So, like, I believe everyone needs to learn multiplication, addition, division, all that. All the basic things. But, like, towards the end of middle school and the start of high school, it's almost like you have, like, I heard a quote once. It's like, you have A, B, and C students learning X, Y, and Z things, getting put into, I don't know, EFG, like their
Yeah.
job's EFG or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just kind of seems like the school system's weird,
Yeah.
And it's almost like bees in a hive,
Yeah.
It's like we're being forced to just go to the school system, go to college, and then make honey for the government, And I'm not saying the government's corrupt. I don't want our podcast to get shut down or anything, but
Yeah.
I just think, and they could do a better job of highlighting the things that are actually going to happen in life. They don't teach us how to pay taxes.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. Or I don't know, maybe we just weren't paying attention in class. I haven't taken financial literacy yet. I'm taking that next semester.
Really?
So, yeah.
I mean, they don't teach you much, to be honest.
The only teacher that's ever taught me anything outside of just basically BS is Mr. Wood. And we're actually writing our resume right now.
I did enjoy that class, dude.
I did too.
I feel like he actually took real things, real
Real
life
life,
lessons,
yep.
and put them into his
Yeah.
school lessons.
Cause I mean, for me, it was good after the whole sexual harassment ordeal with remember with April and Jacob and how we got in trouble on the Zoom.
Wait, what?
When that sort of died
You guys
down.
wanna
Should we talk
you guys
about
wanna
that?
share that story?
Should we just talk
Dude.
about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even bad at all.
Yeah. So
Should I tell my point of view?
yeah. Let me
Yeah,
tell
go
it. Let
ahead,
me
go
tell
ahead.
it. So it was during the January quarantine when we were quarantined for 2 weeks, something like that.
We had a lot of those, yeah.
Yeah, but so me, Tyler, Jacob, April, and Carter England, we were all in the same class.
Okay.
We were. I wasn't gonna bring you
I
into it.
didn't know how I was getting involved in that.
No. But yeah. So we were just on Zoom, and me, April, and Jacob, we were at my house because during lunch we'd come over and we'd lift, and so and then right after lunch was that class and we all had it together, so we just all sort of went on the Zoom together, sort of. But you know how we lift, we'll take off our shirts, something like that. We joined the class early. We didn't have our shirts on, and then we sort of got in trouble for that. And then so first April said something because Carter was in there too. He was in the Zoom meeting, and then April was like, "Carter, why do you look like that?" He's just making fun of Carter, he's kind of trolling him.
Right.
But and then he gets kicked out of the Zoom by
April
Mr.
does?
Wood. Yeah. So then it's just me and Jacob on the Zoom, and then I get kicked out next, and I have no clue why, because my audio and my video was off, and I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word, and I think, I don't know how you feel about it, but even Jacob and April, they were like, Brady didn't do anything, he wasn't really doing anything. I may have went on the camera for a second, but I didn't show my body or anything. I think what happened was Jacob said he might have put the camera on me, his own camera on me, because we were in the same room, and that made and I didn't have my shirt, so maybe he kicked off me because he saw me.
Exactly.
but like I didn't do anything. Like when I got kicked off, I remember I was on the canvas reading the instructions for the assignment, and I was like, wait, why am I not on the Zoom anymore? And then Jacob like got in trouble for kicking. I mean, like he was like doing like that, you know, like
He
on the
did the
camera.
face, yeah.
The face.
And also he like showed himself without a shirt on.
Well, yeah, he like had a camera down here, and then
Yeah.
he does the thing.
So
That face, man.
and then
that
we
face.
get kicked, and then he gets kicked off of the Zoom. So like none of us are on the Zoom anymore, and we're kind of like laughing about it.
Except for Averill, right? Averill was still on.
No, he was the first one to get
Yeah,
kicked
he
off.
kicked off
remember?
first.
Oh.
So where do you tie into this?
He was just in the class, really.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then we got emails from the teacher, and it was
Wood?
copy
Yeah.
and pasted. Yeah, it was the same email from to each of us, but it wasn't like to us. It was to our parents, and it was about like how we have been sexually harassing the teacher since day one of class and stuff like that, which I don't think me and Jacob were. It was a lot of April.
Yeah,
because
well,
he was saying stuff about like, oh, you're gonna Netflix and chill with your wife, like.
well,
Averill said that to Mr.
yes,
Wood.
Yes.
but here's how it all started. It all started because, you know, the guy has a last name that is prone to jokes, you know, Wood.
Yeah.
And so on the first days of school, I guess they were making Wood jokes. And,
Morning.
and he was like, he kind of went along with it. Like,
Yeah.
You thought it was funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
Okay.
I think we just like crossed the line.
Yeah.
But he never like really said anything. He had April like stay after class a couple times.
Really?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure. But like me and Jacob never really got in trouble.
Well, I would say Averill doesn't really know when he's crossed the line.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, so it was weird because I remember my dad was home and he got the email and he walked in when me, April, and Jacob was there, and I got cussed out in the other room.
You
and
did?
Yeah, and they all heard.
Wow.
But
That
because
is something.
a lot of the email talked about stuff that like
Yeah.
what happened with April and stuff like that, but it was all sent to the same parents and it wasn't like specific on who did what. So my parents think I did like all that stuff, and I don't want to say like I'm a big dumb and I didn't do anything. I probably
I'm a big dog.
no, because I don't want to.
Oh,
I don't want them to think
I don't
that like
so either.
I didn't do anything. I shouldn't have been involved. I was involved. I sort of
Egged it on, maybe?
yeah. Because I was the one like laughing super hard at maybe one of their jokes, something like that. But I don't think I was one of the ones talking about him Netflix and chilling with his wife.
Well, and what you left out too is, so you guys join and you're making a ruckus right away, you know, and it was before class started.
Yeah.
And so Mr. Wood was already ticked off because he made you guys stop.
Mm-hmm.
Then you guys all have your shirts off, like Averill is like stunting or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Averill or Mr. Wood is like, you guys can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
turn your cameras off.
He said that and you guys kept doing it?
I turned my camera
Yeah,
off.
so they turned their cameras off, and then they would like turn them on and off. Because I texted Jacob and I was like, do the face.
Yeah.
And then he turns it
exactly.
on,
You
does
did
the
text
face,
him.
kicked. Averill was like,
Mr. Wood doesn't take that BS.
well,
Oh,
he tuned
I
in.
remember. Okay, yeah, I did miss that. Sorry.
Averill unmutes his mic and he's like talking to someone in the class. He's like, you gonna slam that bird tonight?
Yeah.
Like, and
I
he was,
remember that.
No
he was like
way.
making jokes like that. So that's where the sexual harassment came in.
See, that's definitely...
But yeah, you left that part out.
Yeah,
That's all I had to
My
add.
bad. But,
Wow.
yeah, dude. And yeah, I remember I got in so much trouble.
Out of all the
Cussed out.
teachers you guys did that to, why do it to Mr. Wood, man?
Well, it's not even. They thought they were being funny.
Because
and it
when we're
wasn't
in
funny.
class, it's like he's like kind of with us on those jokes. He doesn't say.
And he
"Oh,
was
you
in a
guys
bad
should."
mood that day. for
Probably.
sure.
We probably got him on a bad day. But yeah, that email was so long. And it's saying like we had our shirts off and we were trying to make a skeptical of ourselves and stuff like that.
A skeptical.
Spectacle, sorry.
Skeptical.
A skeptical.
Yeah.
A spectacle.
Wait, so like, were there other people in the class? So you were in there,
Oh yeah,
there
everyone
was
was
other
in there.
people.
but it was before class? Like
Some of it
It,
happened
like
before class.
it started like a minute before the
Before,
class.
the
Oh.
Zoom, before like the Zoom class actually started.
Okay, so barely even before class started.
During class is when Jacob did the face, and then
Let's talk
and then
about that.
Jacob put the camera on you or something.
Yeah.
Something like
But
that.
I know for a fact I didn't have my audio or video on.
That face
I
is
know.
so silly.
I know 100%. I did not have
Do you guys remember when he did that at the assembly this year?
Oh,
What?
play the clip. That was awful.
What?
When Jacob did the face.
At the assembly.
Did anyone get a video of that?
Yeah, there's a video.
Who took it?
Casey.
Should I have him send it to us and
I
put it
have
on?
it. Yeah, we'll put it on.
Throw it on.
Wow.
It's like it's bad.
What got us on this topic? We were talking about how much we loved the quarantine. How good it was.
Yeah, so that was a good time in our
It
lives.
was a
but
great time. I would relive it. They said they don't want to reflect on the past. But I think
no, quarantine was good.
I have lots of moments like that, like throughout my life that I love. But there's no one
Yeah.
greatest moment of my life
that you would
Or relive.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, I would relive things, but like only in the sense of like a time machine. I wouldn't actually try to recreate what's happened.
Yeah, and it doesn't really make it clear what exactly he means by that.
Yeah.
But
Assuming that's what he means.
But yeah, keep your eyes on the future, you know?
Yep.
Gotta stay dialed in. I'm super excited
for the
Me too.
future of
for the
this,
future, like
I'm
for
excited
the future
if
of
everything
this.
goes well.
You literally never know what's gonna happen in your life, you know? And especially when you're going out and trying to find experiences, just trying to have fun. Like at the end of the day, being happy is all that matters. And so when you're having fun, you know,
We just gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable, you know, put ourselves in
I
situations.
love that, man.
like
I
the
love that.
start of like the first intro we tried to do.
Alright.
You guys, I was pretty uncomfortable doing that first line.
Stay tuned till the end of the video. We're gonna play his whole
Yeah.
first intro. First time trying to snort the pre-workout
So,
that
yeah,
did not go
so the
well
one
at
you
all.
guys saw to start off the podcast was not the first time today. He snorted pre-workout. And me and Tyler thought it worked out very well. It was perfect. It was good.
hilarious.
But this guy kept picking his nose. He
Dude,
kept,
I was not picking my nose.
We'll
I
run the
was
clip.
Let,
and,
let the camera do
I
the
was
talk.
wiping the
we'll run
pre
the
out of my
clip,
nose.
and you guys, yeah, but you licked it.
Dude, because I didn't get, dude, just
watch the
We'll see what they think. But
It was like
I mean, it was good. It was funny. It was natural. It was
Brody
good.
does what he does best and ruins the podcast.
He's like,
ruin the
he would not
podcast.
get over us not restarting it. He's like, we gotta restart. We gotta restart,
Dude,
guys. I'm not going.
It's
We gotta restart.
It's embarrassing. But
Yeah,
there's
but
no
we're
point
gonna
now
play
if you guys are
anyway.
gonna play
Of course,
anyway.
it's embarrassing, bro. Like you embarrassed yourself. What do you want
I
us to
didn't
do?
embarrass
about that?
myself. You guys told me to do it. You guys thought it was a good idea.
You said I voluntarily will snort this pre-workout. I said, bro, that's not even gonna be funny. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to do it.
Then why did you have me do it a second time?
And then we were like,
Because we found out it was hilarious
And
and
we
it went
wanted to
perfectly.
yeah. That's the moment that
That's
we
what I'm
wanted to
saying,
relive.
because I know. Like,
That's the moment
I
we
knew
wanted
that
to
it was gonna
relive.
I knew that it was gonna be awesome, except it wasn't, because then it just failed. It just failed.
Dude,
Horribly.
listen, you made a clown out of yourself and we were laughing. Like, what do you want us to do?
I just wish I did. I wish I could go back in the past and not relive that moment. Erase it from time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Going back to Gavin Palmer.
It's a
It's
good
Maybe
thing
you
that
could
it's
relive it a little
documented.
bit when you watch the podcast over.
gonna be a rough one.
Guy's an idiot, man. It was the perfect start to a podcast. Nice hook. Everyone would have been invested. Watch the whole episode. But no. Guys, can we please redo it?
Dude, I
Like,
didn't.
we were
You
trying to go
whining
on.
like a
I didn't
little
say can
baby
you
now.
please
Like,
be.
Yes.
Are you please
kidding
do?
me?
I
Dude,
said.
it says
I
it
said
in the
turn that
video.
video off. We're redoing.
In the
this.
video, can we please
I did
redo
not
it?
say
Guys,
that.
we gotta
I did
restart
not
the
say
podcast.
that.
We
I said
gotta
turn it
restart.
off. That was horrible. I said that was terrible.
It was horrible
Because
because
it
it
was.
was you.
No, dude. Then you do a line of pre-workout on Nice Potty.
No, because I'm not
Actually,
voluntarily
actually,
doing
have
that,
your new
bro.
guest,
You an
have your new
idiot.
host do a line of pre-workout.
I would love to have someone else
Yeah,
come
I'm
on.
sure you
and
would.
you know what?
Tyler.
They
You
don't
should
have
always
to.
be saying
They don't have to
that. You
snort
should always be
pre-workout
saying
to be
that.
funny.
Oh,
You
yeah?
know, they'll be
yeah?
naturally funny. They'll
Right.
be comfortable in front of the
Right.
camera. And you know what? I'm gonna be friends with them. I'm gonna like them better than I like you.
Then do it, buddy. Then do it. All right. Are you okay?
Okay.
Dude, you're gonna hurt his feelings, bro.
Get that off me.
Dude, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. No means no. You feel me? And I understand that.
Yeah, I will agree. I don't think we forced you to do it, Brody.
I didn't say anybody forced me to do it. That's definitely a
You
stretch.
said
I said
Replay it, bro.
I said
you guys made me do it.
that is,
bro.
no. I said you guys thought it was funny. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
we
what
thought
I
it was
said.
funny.
That's why we
wouldn't
wanted
we?
to keep going.
Bro. But then you guys just started clowning on me.
Of course we did.
It'd be different if you were just laughing.
Because that's not
But
authentic.
that's not what happened.
It's not authentic, you know. We gotta clown on you a little bit.
Buddy,
Clowning me.
Wait, hold on.
you're gonna
Sorry,
have to
your
take.
collar is messed up.
Oh really?
You're gonna have to be uncomfortable.
It was
in
probably
life,
messed
you
up the
know?
whole time.
I just noticed his collar.
That sucks, man. That sucks.
I was gonna say, oh, let's restart the
Let's
podcast.
Oh, let's restart the podcast.
Guys, can we please
Get it going.
restart?
Let's get a redo going.
Yeah, absolutely not. What is it? 50 minutes in?
55.
Wow.
Time flies, man.
Time flies.
Especially when you delete the 10-minute intro that we
I
started.
did not delete the 10-minute intro that we started.
Yes,
it was
you
like
did.
5 minutes in, and most of it was just you saying that we shouldn't restart it.
Yeah, because I was responding to you saying, "Can we please
Dude,
restart
I didn't
it?"
say that.
Yes, you did.
I
bro.
said
We'll play the
turn it
clip.
off. I said turn it off. That was horrible.
Exactly. Hence the restart.
Because I didn't think it was a valid intro at all. I think
Whatever,
it was,
man.
I think it was,
Clown him in the comments
I think-
once you watch the
I
clip.
think it was devoid of entertainment.
Yo, make sure to like and comment the YouTube video. Make sure to listen on the Spotify if you can't watch the video. I know it's kind of more pros and cons of each one. You get to watch a video on YouTube, but
I
also
definitely recommend you.
if you're working and stuff like that, you can't really pull out your phone and watch the video the whole time. You can just listen. But yeah, we appreciate all you guys listening. Make sure to share it with your friends. We would appreciate more listeners.
You guys been running the views up though.
Yeah,
I enjoy
I
it.
appreciate
I
it.
mean, more than I expected. We're over 100 for each video, I think. So yeah, we appreciate all the
Keep
views.
it up.
Yep, keep it up. Share with your friends, family, everything like that. Doesn't really matter. I don't know.
The boys are dialed.
Yep.
Tune in each week.
Right on.
Right on.
Thank you. Are you
No.
gonna cry?
This is rude.
We good?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Dude.
hang in there.
Oh, dude, that's my phone. Okay, she's rolling.
Sweet.
Camera's rolling.
I'm gonna have to go pee again too.
It's fine. I think there's a catheter somewhere around here.
What?
Imagine.
So that actually could be a good idea.
Tell me how far to
Put it
scoot.
under the
Tell me how
desk.
far to scoot back again. More. or
Tyler,
less.
since you're like right there, can you go check and see if everything's okay with the camera? See if everything's looking
It's
good.
recording. Little Buddha. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So should I hit a voice memo?
So should we tell them that like Chaz is the name of the fish? Because a bunch of people have actually asked me.
Sure. And I'm a jazz.
Should I have this on?
Yeah. For the Spotify.
I really gotta pee
Okay.
again, bro.
Just let me know. Should I just get going right now?
Let's go. Doesn't matter. Wow. You're gonna have to move it for when you hit the lines.
True, but since I had it on this time last time, I feel like we should have it centered.
Sure. We'll just move it when you're about to hit it.
Alright, right on.
Boys good?
Let's go.
We're going right away. I have to pee. I really do. I'm
Go.
sorry.
Hurry and run. This guy is amped up. He doesn't even know
Buddy,
it.
what are you doing, Tyler? Are you okay, bro? Damn, that's crazy though, Brady.
What?
So how long have you felt that way?
Probably I started like a month and a half.
Wow. So were you thinking it was just a phase at first, or what?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Then you decided.
And I'm like, this has been going on for too long.
Are you gonna tell her that or no? I don't think you should tell her that.
No. I'm just gonna tell her it's like, I don't know.
That's brutal. That is brutal.
Just gonna tell her that I just need to be by myself right now. And I'm definitely gonna emphasize that it has nothing to do with her because I don't want her to like self-destruct, you know?
Bro, I've never experienced this. Like, it's crazy.
What?
Like, it's not even like little peas. Like, it's full, consistent, 20-second.
Have you been hydrated today?
Yeah.
Like, have you been drinking a lot of water today?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a culprit.
See, I think you're amped and you don't even like realize it. Like you seem very hyper right now.
I am, dude.
Yeah.
I hit one of those in the
Buddy's,
mirror.
buddy's gonna, oh, I need this. All right,
Who are you, bro?
Dude,
JF?
fired up.
okay. You ready?
Hold on.
Buddy,
I'm
buddy.
gonna get dialed.
I don't think Buddy took my pre-workout. I think he took something else.
I should have taken pre. I'm so dialed in, dude.
We are gonna have.
His mind is going crazy.
We are about to have some crazy conversations.
He's already 45 minutes in the podcast.
Oh.
Ready? Are you locked? Let's go.
It's getting hot in here. Hold on. Should I restart that?
No.
I gotta do this more often.
Dude,
It's
you
like
look-
antidepressants.
It's true.
I look what?
You look nice.
Oh, thank you.
Sit it.
What are we at?
What do you think, bud?
Wait, so what is the sequence
You're
like?
just gonna do the intro.
Yeah.
And then when when we do the names on Brody, he's gonna sniff some crack.
I don't think I'm gonna do it during the intro.
Dude,
What do you-
that was the plan.
Did we decide on that? I don't think we decided on that.
Yes, we did.
It's not
That's
like
the
I-
only way it's gonna be relatively funny. If you just do randomly, it's like I bet people won't even notice.
You know what? I'll do the intro and I'll do the intro and then you'll know when to do it. I'll give you a cue.
Alright.
Brody, do your thing.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I think it would be funnier if you did it like naturally without us having to
Yeah,
tell you when.
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I
So
think it would
when we
also be
like-
funny if we made a joke. out
Like
of
we'll
it,
just be
right?
talking. You'll just say like, "Let's do a Q&A."
Should we do like Brody's daily double line or something?
I mean, I could do it, but like I'm gonna be making fun of him.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah. No, remember he's a laughing stock in
I
our
know.
podcast. As a joke, like not for real. It's just like
Okay, are we ready or what? Should we do
Yes,
it?
bro. Hold up. So I'm not doing it before I say my name or no?
No, we're gonna do the whole intro and then
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Can we get some smiles into the camera, please?
I'm ready, bro.
Ready?
Yep.
I thought you were doing the intro.
Shut up, bro. Tyler, stop.
Hit
Let's
it.
go.
Okay. Welcome to the Rippin Lip podcast. I'm TK.
I'm Brody.
I'm Brady.
Make sure to check out our socials. Check out Instagram and TikTok at Rippin Lip Global. Drop a comment on the podcast. Give us a list on Spotify. Buy Kirkland off-brand Gatorade.
Use our promo code Rippin Lip Global.
Yep. Brody thought it'd be hilarious to do a line of pre-workout, so
Here's your chance, buddy.
Hit it.
it's your time to shine.
You missed. You missed the whole thing.
He's crying.
You still have a
Get the
line
next
and a half.
nostril.
You have a line and a half to go.
Oh.
Get the next
I
nostril.
don't do coke. All right.
He missed the whole
He's
line.
crying.
Oh, that did not sound good.
Is he about to puke?
We're good.
Okay, we have another
He
line.
did it so slow.
Go get him a paper towel.
Oh my
But hurry and hit your
goodness.
other line.
Bro, I tried to tell you that's so much. Ew, it's all over the counter.
What?
His snot.
Is it really?
No, it's not.
Bro, on everything. Look. Wipe it up. Dude, it's everywhere. We need some Windex.
He's drooling.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you, dude?
You know how hard that is?
Yeah, why do you have two lines?
Because I was going to do another one. All right. So, back to business.
Are we not redoing the intro? Is
No,
that
we're good. We're good.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Guess that was pretty hilarious.
Nice start.
Yeah, that was good, Brody. It was kind of a secondhand embarrassment, but
You good, man?
Still going?
no, but we all
Wipe
actually.
your tears, man.
Are you good? I'm chilling, bro. Of course I'm chilling.
Okay. Well, we all hit some pre-workout before this, anyways.
Just the lights on.
Tyler's fired up. Like he's
I'm
hyper.
dialed in, man. I'm ready to do the podcast.
He's hyper. I don't think mine is really kicked in yet.
Oh,
I haven't really noticed.
There's a little pre-workout on my nose for sure.
Yeah. I can see like pink clumps in your nostrils.
Yep, I can.
You did not just eat that.
Bro,
Listen, man, if you're on Spotify right now, you gotta go watch a YouTube video.
Yeah, he just like
Dude,
he just wiped his.
Dude, no, I was seeing what's on my nose.
Get, like the crusties
Dude,
out of
redo
your
this,
nostrils,
bro.
and he just licked.
We're
his
not
fingers.
redoing anything.
No,
Redo
put it,
down.
put it
We
down.
gotta redo this.
No,
Ain't no way.
put it down.
We don't have time for this. Put
We
the
have
phone
another.
down. We're doing
We
it.
have another one. I'll hit it again.
No,
No,
you'll hit it again in the
Please.
podcast.
not a chance.
Dude, please.
Dude,
Why? Because you ate
Dude,
your
put it-
boogers?
That's all I did.
Dude,
You
it's fine.
douche.
It's
Okay,
fine.
listen, we finally picked a name for this guy. It's Chaz.
Dude, we gotta restart this.
It's
real quick.
Chaz.
Stop.
We're not restarting anything, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, let's just
Stop.
No,
We're fine.
no, no,
I'm
no,
gonna hit the line again.
You'll hit at the end.
The beta fish is now named Chaz.
Dude, we stop. We're in it again.
Dude,
get off of
The
that.
episode's already ruined.
Dude, like, stop. What's wrong with you?
We gotta restart it.
Bro, stop.
Dude, see, this is why we're trying to get more like applications for
Oh
third
my.
host, because this guy's
That's
just a
the
drama
worst.
queen, you know.
Dude, I was
he
just-
thinks it's gonna be hilarious to do a line of pre-workout and then, but he ends up crying.
Okay, so
let's restart.
so if it's not funny, hit a restart real quick.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But now,
So that's why
now
we-
you're going back on your word.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll hit it again, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the podcast.
What would be the point of me hitting it at the end?
Okay, we've gone on way too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So we got some questions.
hit a restart.
We got some questions today.
Please just hit the restart button real quick. Hey, just say right now, just restart the intro, okay? I apologize, alright?
Brody, you're the worst. You literally just ruined that whole thing.
Dude, I'll do it again.
Dude, it was a good intro.
I'll do it again.
We're putting it in at the end of the podcast.
Yes.
The whole clip.
You guys can make a TikTok clip about it. Oh,
Dude,
We're not
that was-
making a 10-minute TikTok.
Dude, that was good though. I don't understand.
Show him the clip.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Gosh
buddy.
dang it, man.
Dude, you're still
dude.